is making her singing, dancing Broadway debut in the all-new production of the classic musical Guys and Dolls. Please welcome back Lauren Graham. I hear you are an American Idol and Dance with the Stars fan.
Totally.
Okay, so what do you think about American Idol? What do you think?
Your picks? I enjoyed the Elvis guy. I don't know anybody's name.
It's
Adam. And I liked the guy at the end. What's his name?
Oh, Chris. Maybe Chris.
This side of the table doesn't know anything.
No? That's right. That's a good call.
I just like a talent competition, you know. I just like seeing. I mean, I grew up watching Star Search, you know, and I just think it's kind of cool. I liked it better when they were less professional, you know. Now they come having watched years of American Idol, so like they're already sort of like knowing what they're doing. But I just think it's kind of fun to watch people sing. And
what about Dancing with the Stars? That's my thing.
And dance. It's a good theme for what I'm doing. I mean, clearly, I grew up as a fan of both singing and dancing, and so yeah, I just think it's amazing watching people improve. I think that's sort of like the thing about those shows is what you can learn, you know, week to week. So
and with great coaching too. Happy birthday! Didn't you just have a birthday?
Yes, I couldn't be older. But thank you so much. Every year I get older. It's so weird.
So 8 a week. 8 a week.
8 shows a week.
Twice on Saturday, twice on Wednesday.
Twice on Saturday, yeah.
What's the hardest thing that you found with everything that you're doing?
I think it is just the physical work. And I worked really hard on that TV show, but the intensity of that time that you're working is really draining, and then you can't go to sleep for hours. And just the audiences change. That's really the beautiful thing about it. It's like every day is really different, and you kind of have to adjust, you know, but it's such beautiful material. Guys and Dolls it's
a great show.
It's really great.
This is your Broadway debut in Guys and Dolls. Congratulations. Have you, and you're doing a lot of singing, a lot of dancing in this musical. Have you done musical theater before?
Well, okay, so I was Anita in West Side Story. You guys saw that at college. You guys not there? I went to Barnard College here in the city. It was the Columbia Musical Theater where we did West Side Story with just a synthesizer because the budget was low. So, and then I was like, Anita, I'm Puerto Rican, and I went and like got like a tanning booth tan and still blue eyes, so Irish, like the worst. But yeah, so I did it as a kid, and I did summer stock, and you know, you know, that was always my dream. So it's only taken 15 years.
But I heard you almost turned down this part. Why wouldn't you want to do it?
I'm doing a pilot for ABC, actually.
American Airlines,
and so the pilot, what?
You said you're doing a pilot. Airlines. I said American Airlines.
You know the bottom pump. You're doing a pilot.
God, really? Joy.
You're doing a pilot. American Airlines. It's a joke, Lauren.
I get it. I just couldn't believe you were going that low, Joy. I expect it, baby.
Did you actually say you didn't believe it?
You haven't watched the show, obviously.
So anyway, I had this pilot, and I knew I was going to have to do both things at the same time somehow, and I just thought it would be impossible, but they made it work. It's about a self-help, like a relationship expert who leaves everything for a man and then gets publicly dumped and tries to pick up the pieces. It's a comedy.
That's a good idea. Well, it's like a life coach. A life coach?
Yeah.
This role has some love in it, too. I mean, you play Miss Adelaide, who's been waiting, 14 years? She's been engaged to marry the love, the gambler. I mean, that's a long time.
It's a long time.
It's a heck of a long time, especially nowadays. People, do you think they would ever wait that long?
I think people, what's amazing to me about Guys and Dolls is how much really men and women haven't changed. And this was written in the 50s, you know. I don't know. I think people make all kinds of compromises for each other. And, you know, they do love each other. It's just she wants to be like a lady and you know, sort of move out of the city. And
her clock is ticking.
And her clock is ticking.
Her clock is ticking.
Now, in Guys and Dolls, you played a stripper. and so you have to strip. How did you feel about that?
I felt nervous and afraid.
Did you study it? Did you go take one of those classes?
I mean, this is, you know, it's burlesque. She's a dancer in a club that I think probably in her mind, you know, it's like a little fancier maybe than it is. And so there's always like a number, you know, there's like and then the clothes come off. So it was really frightening. I actually have quite a bit of clothing on, but it doesn't look like it. And you know, when you're getting fitted for mesh, it just doesn't, there's not as much.
Scared.
Yeah, you can't.
As opposed to the show Hair, where at the end of Act 1, they actually are naked, by the way.
I know.
Just FYI.
That I would not do.
Well, thankfully you don't have to get naked. You're just doing your mesh.
Yeah.
Lauren, thank you for coming. We love it when you come by.
I'm so happy to see you.
And you're back in New York. If you're here in New York, you can catch Guys and Dolls at the Nederlander Theater. And when we come back, Whoopi's trying to overcome her fear of flying.